I built a new software and I named it EtsyIQ. There's a very specific reason for that, so I'm going to walk you through it. EtsyIQ is an Etsy research assistant and authority builder. Now, I'm just going to walk you through the whole thing. In order to use this thing, you would want to log out of Etsy on your normal browser and then log in using the software browser. Then you would save the session. Now, if you have multiple accounts and you know how to use multiple accounts, you would just delete the session data from your previous login before you log into your other account, and then log in and save that. And you're going to have to go through the little slide thing, and maybe the phone sends you a text thing to get it all authorized and everything, but it's not a problem. So here's the thing about I don't know, I guess it's probably been right at a year ago. I got interested in Etsy, started trying it out a little bit, and put up some good products and put a good price. I kept myself in line with everybody else. Did the SEO, which I'm no slouch at. Did all the things that you're supposed to do, and waited. And I didn't really get very much results out of it. A few sales come in here and there, but nothing really to speak of. So I just moved on. I went on to something else. But here a little while back, I got interested again. I'm thinking, why? How come I can see somebody that just put their site up, their Etsy site up, a couple months ago, and they're sitting here kicking butt, selling the exact same products I was, the whole 9 yards. They're not using ads. They're just doing their thing. And I'm thinking, man, how in the world did they actually do this? And it's actually a combination of things is the way that they're doing it. Well, one main thing, right, which would be the authority builder, which does take time. It's just that as I was coming back to Etsy, I wanted to go direct for the win, straight for the kill. So here's how that works. On the authority side, Etsy rewards account activity heavily from an authority perspective. So on your front side, like the searches that you see going on the screen right now, that shows them you're active on their platform and what you're interested in at the moment. And on your back end, your account side of things, when they see activity there, it shows them that as a seller, you're highly engaged. So the pure fact is, you could offer a $50 product for 2 cents and never land a decent listing if you're not active in both the front and the back end of your Etsy account. So over time, all that activity, that daily activity, creates authority, and that authority ultimately leads to better listings and positions in the Etsy SERPs. And this is because Etsy rewards people who are active in their system. The problem is with a lot of Etsy sellers, because there's over 8 million people listed as sellers on Etsy. And the problem that you run into is, you have an actual regular life. You've got an actual regular job. You're not able to spend an hour, 2 hours a day poking around in Etsy. You get off work, you're tired, whatever. You got a life. And so most Etsy sellers just never come up because they don't have that ability. And you have a lot of people who are hyperactive, and these are the people really moving that product. So they're super active in their Etsy account, and a lot of them mistakenly believe it's because I did superior SEO. It's because I made a blog post, whatever. But the reality is, sure, SEO matters, absolutely. Making a social post, sure, getting that outside traffic in. Etsy loves that. They love it when you're bringing traffic into their site, just like they love it when you're active on their site, right? That just gives them more stats, more numbers, and leads them to more money. Okay, so they love that stuff. But the fact is, a lot of these people who are being successful and attributing it to things like SEO and selling their courses and whatnot, which their courses may be awesome. I'm not putting anybody down. I'm just saying they're missing what's actually there. What's actually happened is because they are so active, so consistently in their site, Etsy is rewarding them for that. They are in there making Etsy do Etsy stuff, and they're getting rewarded for it. So that's the first part of what this software does, and you're seeing it do it. I put in a search phrase, and now it's going and it's doing the searching and all the stuff for me. It's doing all the front end and back end. So it does the account side of things too. Does it all automatically, and it's just poking around and looking at stuff for you, so that you can go ahead, go eat, go do whatever you're going to do, and let this just do its thing to get that authority rolling for you, and you just run it every day. That's really all you have to do from that perspective, as far as building up a little authority over time. Now, the next part, which I have been enjoying greatly, is the actual research part of it. Here's the thing. Whenever I'm looking at okay, what products do I want to sell? First of all, just for transparency, I have leather tools, and I have all the stuff for keychains and wallets. I have all of that stuff, right? I have a laser engraver, not a high-end one. It's sort of low mid-end. It wasn't real expensive. I think $600-700. I've had it about 2 years now. So I have stuff that allows me to do stuff on Etsy, right? I know everybody's interested in, just let me do the digital stuff. Well, you can, and there's obviously a market for it. I just haven't been messing with that. I've been doing the real products. But anyways, so what I want to do is I say, okay, well, what can I do? Right? What can I do? So the first thing that I need to know, as somebody that's wanting to do research, is I need to know what products are selling. Right? Are products selling? That why would I mean, leather stuff or not? If they're not selling, well, then why would I bother trying to set up to sell them? So that's what this section over here is telling me. It's giving me this information, and it shows up here, right? And it's saving it for me. And anytime that it finds that people have made a purchase within the last 24 hours, well, it's recording that, right? It's showing me how many carts it's in and how many people bought it in the last 24 hours. And to me, this is vital. I know there's tools out there that, you see how many it sold this week or this month. Okay, that's all fine and good, but I don't care about that. What I care about, what's selling right now today, because I can get a listing up pretty quick once I determine if I want to sell something. Now, the whole reason that I did the costume jewelry thing, all right, like I said, I have a laser engraver. Costume jewelry is very cheap, and you can really find some amazing deals on like AliExpress or Temu. There's places you can go to find this jewelry. So a lot of times you may see some piece of jewelry being sold here for anywhere between $17 and $35, just to go look it up and see that you can basically buy them for 99 cents a piece, right? So there's huge markup in jewelry. So then the next thing, mainly for me, just for me personally, I'm running this and I'm waiting to see if any like flat style pendants, necklace pendants, bracelets pendants, stuff like that, any flat style comes across that people are buying right now, because I can likely go find a very close version, if not the same version, that people are buying now, and I can offer personalization with mine. put their initials on it, or a date, or a name, whatever. Depends on the product. But that's why I'm just looking at this. Now, I haven't ever tried getting into the jewelry niche on this. It may be insanely hard. I don't know. Haven't tried it, but I'm going to, because I have everything going in my favor. I know what products are selling any day of the week. I know, what's moving. I know that my account is active on the front end and the back end on a daily basis. I'm giving Etsy everything that they want. So what I'll do also is, like for this one, no, this is not a great example, in 1,100 carts and 45 bought in the last four. Let me find something. This is a good one. Okay, it's in 695 carts and 15 is bought in the past 24 hours. So, okay, clearly people like this. They're buying it, right? But it's in 695 carts. Now, to me, as a career marketer, to me, that tells me, okay, there's people buying it, so they like the product. They like the price point, essentially. But a whole lot more people, they want it, but something just ain't closing the deal. There's something about that listing that's just a little off. And so instead of that person clicking that buy button, they're adding it to cart, which, odds are extremely high they're never going to come back to. So that tells me, all right, what I need to look at, I need to look at their pricing. What, are there similar products to this? Is there some big pricing difference? Okay, if there's no pricing difference really, they're just all kind of in the same range. Because just about any product you find, there's going to be more than one person selling it. I love the competition. I mean, this makes it just where anybody can come in and make it. So the next thing I'm gonna look at is the shipping cost. Are they not charging shipping? Are they charging shipping? How much shipping are they charging? What wiggle room would I have there? Delivery time, right? Are they saying, oh yeah, we're gonna sell this, but it'll take a week and a half to get to you? Okay, so I'm gonna ask myself, all right, is it worth the extra expense for me to offer a 3 to 5 day delivery? So, what can I play with on delivery time? The description. Maybe they're just not quite nailing it on the description. And there's no sense in that anymore. I mean, when it comes to content, AI is king. You can tell AI, hey, here's this thing that I'm selling. Here's what it looks like. Here's a basic description of it. Now, write this up for me in a way for my Etsy ad that it's really going to make people want it. And AI will do that for you. You may need to tweak a little bit. You may need to run it through 2 or 3 times, but there's no sense in a weak description anymore. And then the final thing I'm going to look at is the call to action. Do they even have one? You'll be surprised. A lot of people don't even use a call to action. Well, that's important. Or if they're using a call to action, is it a powerful call to action? Because there is a reason that, 15 people bought it today, that people want this. But 695 people, and this is over time, 695 people have put this in their cart without buying it. That, to me, just screams there's something in the pricing, shipping cost, delivery time, description, or call to action that could be improved on their listing. See, another thing, when you're coming in to do something like this, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I guarantee you those people didn't reinvent the wheel. Sure, we all hear about people screaming, oh, they copied my listing. Well, yeah, just copying somebody's listing, that's pretty crappy. But that's not what most people are actually doing. But they do pattern their listings after somebody, and even the person screaming about it, they didn't just come up with it out of the blue. They looked at other people's listings, blah, blah, blah. So my point is you're not even having to come up with a whole listing. You have the basics. You know that their keywords are good. You know all of their keywords are good because people's buying it. Right? So that the reason people buy it is because they're finding it. So their keywords are pretty good. Their description is assisting those keywords. So that's pretty good. So all you need to do is just tweak on these things. So that's what does it for me for this software. It gives me, as somebody who is wanting to do business, it gives me all of the information that I need to have. It gives me the power that I need with the authority building, the information that I need. Because I just sit here and I'll do a lot of product research. I just costume jewelry on this one. Try just different things that I dream up that I might be able to do. I just had finished one right before this video on leather keychains, personalized leather keychains. So you get all this stuff, right? It's going to show you the money makers. And I went ahead and I made this to where you can save it to an HTML file or a CSV file, so that once you find this niche and you're saying, oh, hey, yeah, there's getting enough sales that I like. This is something that I can do, or this is something that I can find on for a cheaper price and still make a profit on it. So you've got it all right there, and you can just dig deeper into these things. So, and that's by going to the page to look, to check it out yourself if you're going to end up trying to sell this same or a very similar item. Okay, so that's what this is. I'm sorry I made it long, and I kind of gave a marketing lesson with it, but it's a simple concept. It's just super powerful information and authority that you're getting because you're using it. So right here, it's just some quick instructions, right? Telling you what everything is, the basics of running it. And then the pro options. Now, you won't have this unless you buy the pro version. But the pro options in this, obviously, I use this a lot. You can use more than one keyword, so it'll just run it through all of those keywords for you. Now, I've never put in more than maybe 5 or 6, because I'm using this to find products for myself that I may be able to build, sell, replicate, whatever, so that I can make some money on Etsy. So it would be, I don't think it would be good at all to put 100 different keywords in here, because that's going to have this thing sitting there scrolling and checking pages and doing all the stuff for days on end. Okay, well, Etsy's not stupid. They know, in general, people's browsing habits. So we've got it really dialed in to where you're really safe with the browsing habits that it's doing here. But Etsy knows nobody's going to sit in front of their computer for 72 hours straight, never missing a beat, right? So I would recommend, of course, get the pro version. It's very powerful, if you need that. But don't do more than 4 or 5 keywords. That's plenty. Now, the final thing that I'll say about this software is, you could, like, if you're a Fiverr type person, you could probably use this and make a pretty good decent bid at it if you're using like Fiverr and you're offering Etsy related services, to be able to tell somebody, hey, I can show you the winning products in your niche, or so that you can make money. Or you're telling them, hey, give me a few things that you're interested in, and I'll go find you the winning products, the products that are making money in that niche, and I'll do that in 24 hours for you, because you're just going to come, let the software do the research for you, and then give them the results. All right. So that's it. That's the software. I'm excited about it personally. If you're an Etsy head at all, yeah, this would be a good thing that you would want to have on your side, because people who do get it are just going to be able to quickly come up the ladder. And I say quickly, I don't know. It's not going to be overnight. It's going to take time, for authority building. But you can absolutely find the right products immediately to start selling, making, doing whatever you're doing. So I would say pick this up. Even if you don't think you need the pro version right now, if you're able to swing it, I would say go ahead and get the pro version, because it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Right? So jump on it, and yeah, I'll see you on the other side.